Hello again, beautiful artists! Welcome back to another episode of Paint Along with Skye. Today we're doing paint pouring. We're going to do a fluid art project. I got some plastic cups. I have 5 plastic cups here. I'm going to do a 4-color paint pour. I guess it's 4 colors in white, so I have 5 cups. The colors that I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you in a second, but they're going to be, it's kind of like a rainbow, but it's a pastel. They're my favorite colors. They go together. They're also the colors in the Sunset Cove tutorial I did the other day. Okay, so grab your pouring medium and you're going to put about a ½ inch or so's worth of pouring medium in each of these plastic cups. And you may need more or less depending on the size of canvas that you're going to use and the size of your cups, but that's up to you. I usually end up with more paint than I need because I'm afraid of running out. So I make a lot here. There'll be definitely more than enough to cover this canvas. So again, I've just put this pouring medium. It looks white, but it's actually clear. Now I have cheap craft paint, because this does use a lot of paint, and I'm going to do a pastel, so it's fine. Remember, cheaper paint has less pigment in it. Okay, and just put about the same amount of paint as there is medium in each of these cups. And you can use as many colors as you like. Again, I'm using 4 colors and white. I'm also going to use a little bit of white as I mix each of my colors. Well, not for yellow, because yellow is already pretty pastel. For yellow, I'm actually going to add a pinch of orange. I'm also going to create just a regular old pink, just with red and white. Then I'm going to create purple. I probably will just add a pinch of white into the purple, because that's also a pretty pastel color right out of the bottle. And then, of course, got to add my phthalo green, which is one of my favorite colors, which is that beautiful teal color, to my other cup. And then the final cup, I'll just have white, only white. So pick whatever 4 colors you'd like, but you can see now how I'm going to create mine. Okay, paint is prepped. Time for the fun part. Okay, so there's so many ways to paint pour. Seriously, that's why fluid art is so much fun. It's because you can't really go wrong. You could virtually throw the paint at the canvas and it would look rad. So I'm just gonna start pouring these colors all into one cup. And I'm just pouring it into my purple cup, and I don't really know why. It's just where I decided to start. I guess I want it to have a lot of purple in it. But I don't really know what's going to happen, so it's kind of an experimental process here. Very cool design in the cup already. And now you just pour it right onto the canvas. I'm going to kind of spiral my way on there to a nice, big, beautiful paint blob. I think, you can do multiple, or you can just work with that one big one. I'm going to do a couple. Very cool already. And then you just pick up the canvas and very gently move it around until it's filled in to the edges. I'll let you guys see up close here. How cool. Totally groovy, right? It's kind of that mod vibe. Although it's also a little bit Eastery. But that's okay. We're going to go with it. Then I'm going to add a little bit of additional turquoise and pink just to kind of help like frame it and just add more of those colors because I feel like those colors got a tiny bit lost, but we'll see how well that works. And yeah, you just let it fill in the whole canvas. You can let it go off the edges, or you can try to just bring it to the edge, like all the way to the exact edge. And then what I'm going to do is kind of like scrape the sides flat, and then later come back and add edging. I like to do that on all of my paintings. Makes it all look very neat and tidy in my studio. By studio, I mean spare room. And by spare room, I mean of the 2-room studio. Okay, so go ahead and just get that all filled in. I did see I got a tiny little paint glob on the canvas in the paint pour. I'm going to do a little bit of paint surgery and fish that out here in a second. And that's what's great, is you have a little bit of time to play with this. See, I'm turning it pretty far. Don't be afraid. This is a very messy project, so obviously I have my papered table down. And things get messy here in my kitchen on a daily, so I got my Mr. Clean Magic erasers and my bleach wipes at the ready. Got my apron on. Make sure you got your apron on. Messy and fun. And here's the finished product ready for its close-up, still wet and drying. I'm going to create a kind of drying station, makeshift drying station here. I got some extra paint. Going to look through my house and see if I can find something to pour this on. So you're going to want to let these dry for literally like 3 days. And they're going to need to be propped up. I'm going to have these just propped up here on my table for overnight, and then they'll be sort of dry enough to transfer over into my second room where I won't touch them for a couple days. I did pour on top of an old painting that I had. Should have showed you the process, but couldn't help myself. Anyway, let me know what you thought of today's painting in the comments section. I'd love to see you over in the art club, and make sure you subscribe for more great tutorials. And until next time, stay creative.